Hey, hey. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Once in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, today's showing is Dredge. If you weren't here earlier in the year, this is a game we quite liked a bit. It's actually still technically one of our Game of the Year contenders. This is a Eldritch fishing game. Currently, what we'll be playing tonight is an expansion for it that just dropped a few days ago, which is the Pale Reach, which adds a whole new biome to the game with a bunch of new fish to catch. There was also an update that we did not cover that added even more fish to the game, as well as photo mode, I think. This is basically an intern DLC release, so it's a smaller one area. The original game had 5 total. It's about $6, I think, on Steam to pick up the DLC. The original game, I think, is on sale right now, actually. We can get a look at that. And Dredge. Yeah, original game is currently about 25% off, so it's about 18 bucks. So if you pick up this and the DLC, you're getting it for a little bit less than the original launch price right now as part of Steam's autumn sale. Would highly recommend it. Go around fishing, explore the oceans and various inlet coves, while trying not to go mad, and uncovering the truth of what happened to you in your past. So, this is an Arctic-themed expansion. It's a smaller one, like I said, and is released in an interim for their larger expansion they're working on right now, which is called, I believe, the Iron Rig, which will be releasing later at an unknown date, as it had to be delayed, but they got this one out. So, we're just gonna jump right in, as we've been looking forward to this for a little bit. So I'll see you guys on the other screen. Welcome. So that's the Pale Reach. There used to be a photo of a lighthouse here, but things have changed. Times are evolving. DLC must be released. This is a smaller indie game too, so it is very gorgeous for what it looks. For like its price value, what it came out. This was just a fantastic offer. We can't praise it enough. Say, have you met the photographer? She stopped by my pontoon a little while back. This is the this is for the photographer update that we didn't touch. She's loaded up with fancy new camera equipment to take pictures of all the wildlife. She sighs wistfully. I wish I had my own camera. Wouldn't it be nice to document everything you do? Never forget anything. Anyway, she said she was setting up on a small island to the south of the Marrows. If you're in the area, maybe you should check on her. Okay. Oh, I have so much crap. Alright, so we gotta get back to the Marrows first, I assume. This is gonna be a bit awkward because I haven't touched this in a while, so I'm not exactly sure where. That's the Marrows over there. Okay, let's get going. So there's some fish. We don't really need fish right now, though. We're gonna get a whole lot of new. Well, technically, actually, there is new fish. That's right. I should probably try and fish some stuff up. So the way this works is that it's a timing mini game mixed with a Resident Evil style attaché case gameplay. Tiger mackerel. Now we're in late game, so this is going to go really quick for us. Oh yeah, sure enough, bearded mackerel. And occasionally, you can fish something really fucked up out of the ocean. Like that bearded mackerel. And as you... Am I going the right way? Hold on. I literally don't remember where the map is. It's on up. Oh! Oh, wow. Okay. The world is much bigger. We are heading the entire wrong way. Okay. So that's the pale reach I was seeing in the distance. Let's get back to town here and sell off some of the stuff in our inventory then. It's way out there. So at night, weird stuff will start happening. The further we go without sleep, the more likely weird stuff will begin to happen. And some of those things are aggressive. Sharks! Hold on. I want a shark. Give me a shark. Yippee! Ugh. You're a little fucked up, buddy. Let's get back into town here. Ooh. So yes, random rocks can appear at random when you're near the lighthouse. So be careful of that. You found a use for the fused tablet. Oh yeah, that's right. At the ancient lighthouse in Devil's Spine. You opened a door in that ruined lighthouse. That makes sense. You found some interesting items for me to take a look at. Hold on. I'm gonna go to storage. I have a lot of interesting things for you to buy. Like this boot. I think the pocket watch is actually a proper gameplay item. I think we have to keep that there. So as you can see, your storage space is very limited. So you gotta be careful what you end up buying. I don't think I ever found the treasure that treasure map leads to either. There we go. And now undock. Go across the water. Our ship is so fast. It's actually a little hard to control. And here. Fishman, have you run into a photographer on your travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. Suggested she take some pictures of the town for promotional purposes, but she didn't seem too interested. She mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. Fish. Right. Rest. And let's hit the water. Alright, so the photographer should be on just one of the islands right over here. There's a lot of them, though, that were dotted around the Marrows, so gotta keep an eye out, actually. What's that? Is that just a rocky outcropping? No, that's a ship. Okay. You have to head south anyway, because apparently that's where the Pale Reach is. Crazy that they just put it on the map. Oh wait, we have a boost, don't we? How do I... There it is. And the more you boost, the crazier you get. So be a little careful with that. Okay. I will find that later because we're here for the DLC primarily, not just the camera. I think we also have a teleport that I forgot about that takes us right back to the Marrows. So on top of making yourself crazier, boosting does have another effect, which is if you push it too hard, you will destroy one of your engines, and they'll have to be repaired. Wow, I do not like how far out they're sending us. Whale! Yay! That's always a good sign. You can also get some dolphins and some less friendly things as well. Okay, so it's over here actually. I assume it's that in the distance. Oh, the ocean's so much bigger now. Oh, that is pure ice. I don't think we can do anything about that. Can't do anything with that. That was part of a side quest we never figured out how to do. Oh, yeah, tornadoes are still here. Okay. So we gotta look for light over there. And as long as this isn't some treacherous beast like that. Ooh. Okay, I guess we're going crazy. So the eyeball has opened up in the middle of the screen now, which is not good. Oh, our light's starting to go. Alright, let's get to the dock here. Down here to investigate the ice field too? It seems to have appeared out of nowhere. My best guess is it drifted up from the south. Either way, I should set up a pontoon here. But when I went to stake my claim, I noticed some old equipment on the ice. Come to check it out when you get a second. In the meantime, I've got some new rods for sale. They're perfect for fishing in the ice. Sleep till the morning. And let's check out. Where is it? It's not Fish Market, it's Shipyard. Trawl net fishing? Cutting crabs out by your own crab pots? Why don't we fix them up for you? Alright, so they now have ice fishing. And they have multiple different options for ice fishing. So it looks like versatile rod is probably... No, wait, that's... We already have versatile. Why do I have this? Hold on. Borderline, coastal and shallow. This also does coastal and shallow. What? Okay, uninstall that. Shipyard. So, we now have to play the guessing. We have to play the game here. In that we have to decide. We only have 3 slots. And we don't have a 3-angled version of ice fishing to pick from. Alright, so we can't actually get any ice fish on our own. I'm going to assume we probably want to pick up glacial due to the location rather than just pure ice. So we're going to go to storage. We're going to uninstall this. Drop it here. We're going to go back to the shipyard. How much spooky fishing? Not much. We just went south and just got to the DLC. We're buying new rods right now. Right. So. We're going to go for this one. It's slower. Or not, actually. Hold on. No, this is actually much better for some... That's interesting, despite being a smaller one. So we're going to get this. And we're going to go back to my storage. And we're going to pick up this one, because this will let us do coastal and shallow as well. And we don't really have to worry about anything else right now. That should give us everything we need for this location. Oh, no, no, don't... The Leviathan didn't do that. This place appeared. It just appeared. We don't know how, where, or when it came from. A traveling merchant has crossed over to the nearby iceberg. He's inspecting some old pieces of metal. You approach. So weird. This stuff seems old. Like, really old. She kicks a large sheet of metal half embedded in the ice. A thin layer of snow dislodges, revealing lines of rivet holes. Come here, look. You follow her to a small makeshift shelter, ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside are some schematics nailed to a table, still barely legible. See how they angled these sheets, and the lining of metal around the bow. Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. Could you make another one of these using the plants? Probably, but let me see. She trudges around outside again, and places on the length of metal scraps on the ice. You got most of the basic materials here already, but of course, you're missing the most crucial pieces. Icebreaker needs specially tempered, angled metal, as well as components designed to minimize the impact to your hull. Can't see any of those here, but whoever left all this stuff here, maybe they left other pieces elsewhere. Or maybe you'll be able to find their old ship and salvage the icebreaker they already built. Could be convenient. Anyway, to build a new icebreaker, these are the parts we'll need. Plow half, bracing. Right. So we need the plow half, the bracing. Got it. And that will be around. So we can't do some things yet. Like we gotta avoid ice for now. However, we have access to new fish. Ice fish. Well, you know. That's a weird looking fish. Yeah. Isn't the wonders of the sea beautiful? There we go, trophy. That one will go for extra. Wow, there's a lot of ice fish here. So the thing is, you can't just only stay out during the day. There are specific types of fish that can only be caught at night. Which means if you want to actually get some big money, you can't risk it. You can't just avoid danger. However, by sleeping regularly, you can avoid going insane. And going insane will spawn some real freaks in the overworld, so you can avoid that. Let's see how much these sell for. On average 14. That's not too bad. Could be better. We're gonna brave the night here. I don't know what kind of freaks we're gonna find. Oh, I don't like the sound of the ice cracking. Oh, it's the other minigame, the timing one. 2 fish. Big boy. Wow, it's crazy dark here, actually. Oh! Huh. Oh, hello. I don't think we've met. A fisherman, I presume? Please try to keep your engine noise to a minimum. It tends to frighten the wildlife. There's a narwhal somewhere in this ice field. I couldn't get any further in, so I've been trying to take a picture from here with no luck. I tried placing some scraps of fish on the ice sheet over there to entice it, but I didn't have enough to hold its interest for long enough. I only caught a glimpse. Not suppose you have any fish you'd be prepared to donate in pursuit of wildlife photography? Fill the space entirely with any fish you'd like. Can't imagine the narwhal is too picky. Yeah, it's different because we never met her in the update. We didn't play for that, so this is our first time encountering her. There was some fish right back here, so let's see if they're small enough. Oh yeah, they sure are. Ugh. He's been thawed. Let's see that narwhal. I love narwhals. Perfect. Now cut your engines. We have to wait in complete silence. Waiting in silence. Oh. I hear something under the ice. That's not a narwhal. What on earth was that thing? I'm not sticking around to find out. The threat has been released. In fact, I imagine. Oh, there it is. Oh, I forgot how this minigame works. What? Oh, okay, that's it. Took me a second to remember how to control it. There we go. Wow, you're obnoxiously big. Oh, there's some. Oh, yeah, there's something fucked up under the ice. Cold whistles through the doorway of the only cabin still standing. Behind it, a frozen over dig site is littered with tools and debris. You enter the small cabin. A door long since fallen off its hinges. A rotting table sits inside. A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted onto a scrap of paper. You attach it to your own map. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's Log etched into the cover. You open the book, its frozen spine creaking for the first time in decades. Which entry do you want to read? 30th of May, 1847. Arrived at the floating sea. Ice emits a particularly thick fog. A few channels could be seen leading into the ice. There were sizable chunks floating our way, posing a hazard. I have ordered us to moor against the outer ice, while the engineers make adjustments to better prepare the vessel. 1st of June, 1847. The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some men placed fish and ice nearby in an effort to distract it. It appeared to work, though only for a time. It resurfaced and needed satiating repeatedly. I can't find a more permanent solution to the beast, but we'll have to make sure to keep enough fish on hand to place it. 5th of June, 1847. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke onto me. It resounded from the thick ice below, at once both powerful and ethereal. There was no mistaking this as a trick of the wind, nor a jest by the crew. It did not pause for response or acknowledgement, but whispered a cryptic prophecy. At first I could not make sense of it. 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and that I should indulge these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars, of eyes opening onto the world. The rest of my sleep was feverish, as my mind was plagued with the sound of the voice. It spun in my head, echoing ever louder. In the morning, the boatswain and navigator came to me separately, claiming to have heard a sound like a heartbeat, as the men were digging yesterday. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western reaches of the ice field. I shall indulge them. Ooh! Light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape against the light. A distorted voice echoes from within. Don't disturb the ice. Who are you? Captain. The exhibition. Chart the ice field. Appeared suddenly through the ice. What happened here? It whispered, promised, stones from the stars. It knew 3 would hear the heart beneath the ice. The voice grows louder. It commanded 3 listeners, 3 sacrifices for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but a 4th now sees forever futile. The shadow is silent for a time, slumbering, still, should leave. It sees you before it whispers. Break the ice. Do not risk breaking. It senses through the ice, through the shadows. No hope. An item to return later. And we can already hear the heartbeat. We sure as fuck can hear the heartbeat. This is immediately more menacing than, like, any of the other stuff in the base game, by the way. Astral ice fish. fish here would probably attract that monstrous narwhal. Oh, the fact that you can hear the heartbeat every time. Every so often. Okay, big boy. No more fish will fit. Here he comes. Should keep it satisfied. At least for a little while. Some type of fucking colossus. Jesus. Okay. There's part number 2. I believe there's a dock here. I assume this is one of the sacrifices. You docking, it's a small platform of ice formed around a gigantic clawed hand. You are not the first to find this place. Remnants of a long abandoned camp litter the ice. Hold on. You rummage through the pile of equipment in the snow. Most items are stuck fast to the ice. And inside a small backpack, you find an old journal. 2nd of June, 1847. Captain ordered us to make a camp on the ice in the center of the lagoon. After we saw those lights in the ice, everyone's got treasure on their mind. Treasure hunting isn't exactly the expedition I was commissioned for, but given the captain gets the lion's share of whatever we find, doesn't surprise me he's willing to bend the rules a bit. We'll start digging after the camp's done. 4th of June, 1847. Spent the day digging down the ice. Shovels and ice picks. Can't remember the last time we were this tired. We were only allowed 2 short breaks all day. Down in the pit, as I rested with my back against the ice, I started to hear something. It was different to the sounds of the picks. They were short and sharp. This was a low, a rumble from deep down. On my first break, it was occasional, only a few each minute. By my second break, it had quickened, like a heartbeat. Captain overheard me telling some others about the sound I heard in the pit. Before I knew it, I was in front of his desk. Sure, I was about to have my pay docked. To my great surprise, he seemed to know something about it already. He was keen on hearing what it described, over and over. He wants me to help locate the source. When he pressed me on it further, I said that it did not seem to be coming from the east. Tomorrow we were setting off to see if we could find it. Perhaps I should get a bonus after this is done. And the ice shard. Then a natural spire of ice stands above scraps of snowed over equipment. A dark shape twists within. Place an ear to the ice. An anguished voice cries from deep within the ice. Help me, frozen so many years. Free me. Break the ice. Who are you? I am the boatswain, the expedition, the terror. Please, break the ice. What happened? The figure contorts through painful shapes. We saw lights dancing in ice. Dug deep. Didn't know. I heard it. The heart beating under ice. The cracking, waking, the noises in the east. I went. The captain brought him here to find it. The hand in the night. Shadow of claws. The darkness shrinks. I turned away just a moment. The pain, the claws, my back, so cold, so dark, under the ice. Please break the ice. So we've got a beating heart in the center, a massive arm in the east. And we can't go this way yet. Boy, this is rough. Hold on. There we go. You need the icebreaker for actual proper movement. Okay. New fish. Lizard fish. Oh, you're kind of a pain in the ass to store. Ice fish again. Right. Money's not much of a concern, so we don't gotta worry about that at least. Right now. Should probably focus on finding the last piece we need of the icebreaker. Since we straight up can't go to a lot of places yet. There. You are a fucking nightmare to store. There we go. Alright, let's find a couple more fish. All we need is some ice fish. So that shouldn't be too bad. Sure enough. 1, 2. An even bigger trophy. Okay. Let's get over here. No more fish will fit on the pile. Yeah, it's like a narwhal fused with a seal, like a seal. Well, there it is. Can't quite get there though. Oh, wait, another one. That's everything. Okay. Whew. I will say, despite not having much, like, many actual threats yet, this is very tense. Another makeshift camp is constructed in the shadow of a frozen clawed hand. Someone was seeking these out. Yeah, so the ice is on top of a giant corpse. So they were digging out the heart, and now we found its two hands. There are very few places that remain. You found a leather-bound journal. 4th of June, 1847. The men spend the whole day digging. They pass up some chunks of ice, some as brilliant as crystal, others of a deepest blue, more beautiful than sapphires. But none held the glow we had seen in the night. However, I did note a disturbance in the ice to the west. It began as a periodic, distant rumble. As the men dug deeper, the pulse quickened, strengthening until I could see the ice shifting on the surface. I shall have to inform the captain. It may well be that narwhal creature we saw earlier, though this did seem much larger. As I write, I can feel my eyes closing. I will have to wait until morning. 7th of June, 1847. This morning, the captain appeared out of the fog, rowing alone. Apparently the boatswain remains at the camp in the east, waiting for nightfall. They were unsuccessful in their search, but it does make sense that the lights would be more visible at night. Tomorrow, we're to journey to the west, towards the shifting ice I reported. We are alone on a small island of ice. After hours of rowing through narrow channels, it rose through the fog, a gargantuan monstrous claw, reaching from the deep. Whatever creature it once belonged to must be long dead, as the claw is frozen solid. I wanted to turn back immediately, but the captain insisted we investigate. He's on edge, his head turning this way and that, listening for the slightest sound. He's convinced something will happen after dark. As the last light from the cold sun fades, I have a sense that it will be a long night. Unwanted spire of ice, an unnatural spire of ice. Place an ear. The voice calls out, distant and distorted. Trapped forever. This prison. Get me out. Break it somehow. Free me. Who are you? The navigator. Find safe passage. Chart the ice. It came from beyond. Break it somehow. Free me. What happened? The digging. The cracked ice, like a web, awoke the ice heart. Told him, whispers in the west, took the boatswain east, returned alone. Dark figure shudders, sending vibrations through the ice. The next day, rode here. The captain saw the claws grip my soul, insisted made camp. Shadow of the beast, waiting for the stars in the night. I saw his shape, suddenly swallowed by the cold. In the dark, he left me. Break it, somehow. Free me. The cold sun warmth long forgotten, no more. So we need 3 of those items, whatever they are. I assume one of them's literally right here, but we have to come back for it. Moving around here is real dangerous right now. Shark? Goblin shark! Yeah. 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 I love those guys. Just gotta go around the edge here. I have like the strongest light you can get, by the way. That's how dark this place is. I think this is the way we came in. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's get out. And we can finally get the icebreaker set up. Out. Took a little bounce. Take this shark. Okay, that's fully finished, so we can't actually upgrade anything. Research? What is this place? Not exactly sure yet. I have a theory. Have you heard the legend of the Pale Reach? the old sailor's tale. The story goes that when the fog grows thick enough, the ice appears, seemingly out of nowhere. Hours later, or sometimes days, it vanishes again without a trace. Back in the olden days, they sent a survey expedition team to investigate. Apparently it returned with half the crew, either from mutiny or madness. Traveling the high seas in those days will do that to you, I guess. Anyway, I'm not sure about this place. It could just be regular old ice. Find whatever the voice in the ice was talking about. A voice speaks from within the ice in central camp. A voice speaks from within... Okay. I need to find all the pieces for the icebreaker. Where do I go? Oh, do I go to the icy worksite? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Wow. And last but not least... Serum lot, but not sharks. Interesting. Oh, well, sharks aren't actually fish. Let's get started. They are, like, significantly different in form and biology, so I can understand why sharks wouldn't scare someone. But fish might. Especially deep sea. Deep sea fish in particular are different. I think that should do it. Front of your ship can now break through chunks of ice. Go ahead and test it. I'll be watching from here. Forgot to mention, I can temporarily remove that icebreaker if you want. I can spot it out with any of my pontoons. In we go. Sure enough, right on through. The Hadal zone is... Well, it's actually not the Hadal zone that's, like, fucked up. It's the Abyssal zone. Or whatever it's called. If you go down to the very, very bottom of the ocean, it's not that fucked up. It's the zone directly above the very, very bottom of the ocean. That's where a bunch of the, like, notorious freaks are. What the hell is this? An ice shaper. Yeah, like, for example, like, anglerfish aren't actually on, like, the very bottom of the ocean. Those are some of the most famous, like, freak ones. But they are really deep down. Let's see if we can find another entrance then. Is that really like the only entrance to the ice? Okay, no, there's something over here. Fact, there's a research station. Or is that a crab? I think this is the crab. Yep. Crab moments. God, I hate the noises it makes. Rock bottom. There it is. God, I'm fucking up forever. Okay, hold on. There we go, I got it now. I'm so out of practice with these. The ice axe. So this should be, yep. Rest till morning. You strike hard against the center of the shard, where the shadowy shape appears darkest. A deep crack chases upwards, cleaving away fragments that fall and shatter. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's like they weren't gonna survive that. Oh. I don't know what the fuck that thing is. We haven't found that yet. Structure peels open, split to its core. A glistening stone lies cradled by broken shapes. Loose breathe threads of starlight. The frozen heart. Crystalline crystal of pure ice. Gossamer filaments of radiant light drift from within. You take the stone and leave. The advanced darkness. So we are dealing with some kind of dagon. Some kind of freak beast, alright. Let's go deep into the depths. Yep, there it is. It's the it's a way bigger like narwhal freak. Oh, and here's the fourth. The southern locust. A spire of glassy ice stands in the shadows of the cliff. Across the water, a monstrous visage peers from an icy tomb. The sound of anger lashes from within. Murderer, betray your men. Left us here, your sleepless god. The voice abates. Wait, your shadow. It speaks. Another shape. Please save us all. Find the axe. Undo this. The betrayer. Who are you? First officer. Safety of the crew. Failed them. Should have cursed place. Find axe. Undo this. The betrayer. What happened? The men saw lights. Southern cliffs at night. Captain and I look into. We rode alone. He was restless. Sleepness. We passed walls of ice. Finally arrived. The great horn into view. The words drift in. Some carried on the wind. Pulled ashore. Quickly. The size of it. The light. Somehow. He knew. Eyes were wild. He was whispering. Answering. He said, it chose him. Alone. Avert my eyes. Could not help. Look upon. We fought. Cold hands. Iron grip. Breathless. Find the axe. Undo this. What is that thing in the ice? The shape of the ice shrinks into itself. I know not. The eyes open. Watching. Shadow of shadow. Through the ice. Yet more. Closed still. It cannot arise. Break the ice. Cold the heart. Must not fully awaken. The eyes. Close them. Strike the heart. You strike hard against the center of the shard where the shadowy shape appears deepest. The deep crack chases upwards, cleaving away fragments. The structure peels open, a glistening stone. You take the stone and leave. 1 second. Check something. Alright. Woo! Yeah, this is really good, by the way. This is fucking amazing. So we have 2 paths. 3 actually, by the looks of it. Ow. That was on me. I did that. Goblin, no. Yeah. I'm glad Goblin Sharks got in here. That was something that was missing from the base game that I was sad about. Those are like iconic freak beast sharks. No, we can't release it. We have to put it back to sleep. It must stay within the ice. Ooh. Oh, is this the rare one? Yep. Sleeper shark! Yeah, of course you're the rare shark here. Back into the ocean. We got a lot of journeying to do now. Sure enough, it was hidden within the ice, and the light is its horn. This should lead to the other hand, I think. Yep. There's no axe here, though, that I can see. It's probably back here. Sure enough. Back into the shadows we go. Luckily, we haven't had to deal with Big Boy just yet. He's been pretty chill so far. I don't know how long that's gonna last. Okay. Ha ha ha, chill, cold, yeah. Good job, chat. Thank you. Alright. Here we go. Silence it. You must shatter. Strike hard against the center of the shard, where the shadowy shape appears deepest. That's number 3. So the last one's the captain. Insane. Okay, we gotta get back to the dock before these fish rot. Because we have the sleeper now. Should just have to keep going around this way and we'll find it eventually. There sure are a lot of inlets we can explore though on the outside that we haven't touched at all yet. Whew. So we have to find one more axe before that thing falls asleep again. There's the cold stone that I never did the thing for in the main game. Man, they really make you go out here. Like the The actual, like, rest stop is all the way out here, huh? This place is also, like, significantly larger than any other zone, it feels like. Been looking for the schematics and found before, and there are plans for another device too. They're for an ice shaper. It's different from your icebreaker, by the way. It's for cutting ice. If you find the missing device, I'll be able to use the machine to harvest ice blocks for refrigeration. The blocks of ice can be packed into your cargo to slow down fish spoilage. Well, already got it. You really found it. How on earth did you actually locate that stuff down there in the deep? Anyway, let me slot this blade in here, and yeah, seems right. I think it's ready to start cutting. Blocks of ice coming right up. Works pretty well. These are on the house. Extends the shelf life of fish and other ice blocks. More ice is more effective, up to a point. Now I'll be able to stock some of these ice blocks at my pontoons. Thanks, partner. So Sleeper Shark is worth not that much because it's rotting. It took so long to get back here. And while we're here, oh, apparently I had more books I picked up at some point. Encyclopedia. Yep, Sleeper Shark. It's the exotic fish. Gliding through the cold, dark depths, this shark is an excellent stealth predator. Individuals can live in excess of 400 years of age. It is both available in day and night with the rod. So we have ocean sunfish, ice fish, unknown, coastal, unknown, at night. Unknown, only available via trawl. Giant squid! Available via trawl net. Do, 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 do. Oh, I have to actually have a trawl net on. Alright. Back in we go. One more we have to find. What? Oh, he's out. He's hungry. We gotta move. We gotta book it. Oh yeah, he's chasing. The hunt is fucking on. I also forgot to repair my ship while I was there. Alright. I have plenty of damage I can take still. Alright. So we have to find one last piece. So we're just gonna follow the edge of the map around here until we see stuff like that. That's the other hand. Okay. Around the outside. We're not going to be able to avoid. The area is so big that we have to explore at night, just due to how long it takes to get back to a spot. You approach a hooded figure. They seem to be frozen in the spot, pale robes frosted over a heavy rime. Fishermen, the ice. Their jaws snap shut again from the cold. The ice takes form. Once a fractaline ice fish. Well, you're probably gonna die, buddy. Just like all of your friends that I also let die. Because they wanted specific fish that I did not have access to within the time frame. That's the hand. Okay, don't need that. We're out in the open ocean again. Huh. Okay. The rock appeared out of nowhere. Anyway, fix my ship, please. Thank you. Sleep. Okay, we're gonna go around the other outside here, then. Because we just gotta find one more glowing spot. That one leads to the other hand. More goblin sharks. More salvage we don't need. Crab should be coming up soon. That leads the ravine to the ravine that goes back to the other hand. Oh, is this the new? We gotta put fish here, right? Yeah. Tornado, whatever. No, it's another cold stone. Interesting. Okay, so it's gotta be somewhere within the ice then. The only place we didn't see was the one entrance to the right, because I mistook it as a different entrance. This is gonna lead us right back to the beast. Wow. Whew. Okay. Through here. The sound design in this game is amazing, by the way. Like, way to turn something that shouldn't be tense at all into something like absurdly tense. Is that it, or is that that's the narwhal? There it is. Now, I don't know if the narwhal can still attack us while we're doing this. I think it can. We got it, though. Oh, thank God. Oh. Okay, you should leave us alone for a second. Oh. The lesser narwhal and the greater narwhal. Okay. Sleep. Alright, bitch. The boatswain gone, fearful boy. The skies of you remain. The consequences inherited. The navigator, my eyes for the shadow closing. You risk annihilation. Annihilation. Turn to the form of ice. Officer unworthy. Tried to turn my men, my expedition, my discovery, his failure. Do not risk. It senses through the ice, through the shadows. No hope. You strike hard. To slumber with ye. The horn is revealed and shatters. The structure peels open, a glistening stone. You take the stone and leave. By the way, I like how under the ice there, the first layer, you can see meat. It's the same color as the actual beast in the back of this zone. Oh. Sometimes the ice doesn't want to break and it just does a little goofy dance. Alright, we went the wrong way. Should be back here. It makes sense that this zone in particular only requires ocean and ice fishing, because it looks like this is just available right away if you like boot up the game with the DLC. There's nothing here that requires completing another zone. Aurus Anchor. A fragment of a golden splintered horn. Discordant. Buzzing fills the surrounding air. It yearns from the deep. Cast this overboard to create a reusable two-way portal to Blackstone Island. Huh. Why would I need that, though? I guess... Alright. So there's already... You already have Manifest, but Manifest throws you back and then sends you here. That lets you go anywhere. But it might be one-time use by the looks of it. I see you hiding out over there, Narwhal. Leave me alone. Now, I don't know what we do from here. Like, that feels like that would be it, but we got the crystal hearts. So those also have to do something. Yeah, you're really scary, Mr. Narwhal. Sleep through the night. Let me check. So we have Frozen Heart. Let me check. Because I legitimately don't know what to do now. Okay, apparently there's an item to put them in. And there's no story significance. You put there's a thing you go put them in to get something apparently. I don't know where it is. It's apparently ice, so you know, helpful. Might actually be this right here. This seems big enough. Nope. Oh. Someone built a feeding station. Oh, okay. So if you want to get him off your back, you can come here. But it doesn't unlock anything else. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna find this, whatever this is here. Must be in one of the side paths or something. Narwhal. Nah. Okay, in we go. Really don't like being in here at night. That's the first entrance, so it shouldn't be there. Narwhal. Ow. Shit. I'm dead. You missed. You missed. You miss again. Fuck. I should not be alive right now. That was absurd. Okay, I think there was an alternative path here. Yeah, there is. Sometimes the ice, like, freaks out. Here. Yep. A translucent spire of ice stretches down into the darkness. A pulsing glow rises from the depth, illuminating 4 round sockets. Okay. The glowing light intensifies, feeding into the 4 stones. A web of light grows between them, connecting, rejoining, uniting. Oceanic, coastal, ice, and shallow. Operates for 3 days. The radiant trawl net. The strands blend together through hues of the aurora. Through the aurora, a gleaming trap of light in the dark. Menacing spikes of ice adorn the basalt frame. Fortunately, we literally don't have enough room to take it. It's our one complaint. Like, you can't actually store items like that. We have to come back for it. Luckily, it's not that far away from the base. I don't care about the crazy gas. Yeah, whatever. My storage. how to move stuff around. There we go. Alright. Off we go. Let's go pick that up. Advanced fishing is complete. Rods reveal fish 15% more effectively. I still don't know how to do the stones that don't respond to your touch. What? You can only put fishing rods there. Really? Really? That's what we're doing? This entire wall on the right side is only fishing rods. Okay. So we can do this. It's just going to take a second. There we go. What's wrong with that? And it does appear to be, like, colored white. That's cute. The waters are deep as hell around here. Little fish. Okay. As expected. Like I said, this was only about like $6. They said this was going to be about 2 hours. And we didn't actually do everything. There's the one side quest that required specific fishes. And we haven't caught every fish either. So it totally makes sense. There's one thing I want to check, though. Which is, I never figured out how to use the actual, like, obelisks. Oh, yeah, that's right. The only thing that these work on is, they give you lore. In order to get it, you have to be crazy. There's no action. It's literally just, do you want lore? Go nuts, and then go get the red eyeball, and then touch that. That's what it does. Alright. Yeah, we went through the entire playthrough without figuring it out because we were never crazy when we touched one of them. In the original. Alright. And that's all the journals. Okay. So it looks like that's gonna be it, actually. I didn't think this was gonna be a short. I didn't think this was gonna be a quick stream. I expected this to go like 2 hours max. A little shorter than we expected for the DLC, but that was really fun. Dredge continues to be Dredge. Like, what can I say? It's a really cool, really fun game. If you haven't played it, go pick it up. It's on sale right now. It's like about 18 bucks currently, and while it's on sale, you can get that and this DLC for about the price of the full game. There is another DLC coming later, which I believe is going to be a larger one, which is called the Iron Rig. It had to be delayed to work some extra stuff up, and they released this in the meantime. So, if you liked what you saw here, give them a look, okay? This is just a fraction of what the game has to offer. There's 5 zones in the base game as well that are all very unique and interesting and have their own gimmicks and storylines. It's also playing this epic music now. Let me see. Yep, the game is currently on sale for 25% off. It is $18.74 American, so USD. Let's see. Is there anything we can do in the meantime? No, I think we'll start that one proper when we come back from vacation. Okay, so when we're back from holidays, apparently you're supposed to take those off. You didn't really know about that all that much, so apparently that's a thing you guys do. When we get back, we're going to be checking out Resident Evil 2 Remake, and we're also going to start playing through Cult of the Lamb on stream. Need to get that done before the end of the year for reasons. Those reasons are we don't know if they walk back their policy on that game being available in the new year, thanks to a certain stupid company's decisions. Anyway, let me check something real quick. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna send you over to... Is it slash rate? Yeah. We're gonna send y'all over to Chick again. They're currently streaming Dead by Daylight, so if you want more horror themed shenanigans, at least, you can run on over there. Okay? Have fun, you guys. We'll see you around. Good night.